It's week 9 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's coming up a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Texans and the Buccaneers, and it's coming up next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Look at the defense for these Texans. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
That's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Watch out for Hill on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and 2nd overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns with 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That one complete. It's tanked down. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Tanked down. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down. Here's Mayfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it inside the 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start the drive with White. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Intended target on Everett Russell Gage. And make it third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Stroud. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. That's caught by Durham. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense.
There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Collins. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Take down. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, they'll run with White. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. What I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fielded at about the 28. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make the play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Robinson's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tag to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 to 12. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. On the draw, Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bijan Robinson. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Stroud looking to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's out wide here for Robinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Here's Stroud. Here's a screen for Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the 2nd half of the season. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. Ryan Tannehill strong in the victory as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. We were witness to a solid first half from this year's number 2 overall pick rookie, C.J. Stroud. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. These 2 clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. But for the call of the 2nd half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
Okay, ready? Go!
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some room to work. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the 1st down. That time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Check it.
Throwing now is Stroud. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they'll accept that penalty. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. And he bats Gets it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they manage to convert it. And that'll keep the drive alive. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Stroud on third down. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here we go on 4th down. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. They work now on 2nd and 9. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard. On 3rd and 4. Mayfield on first down. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Otton brings it in over the middle. And they're going to speed things up here. Mayfield with it once more. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. From the gun, Mayfield gets the check down throw to White. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throw it, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Robinson with another carry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Stroud sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He completes this to Russell Gage. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Buccaneers.
On the draw, it's White. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. This is White on the screen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Now Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, able to bring him to the ground. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.